Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to take a look at the Skullcandy Crusher Plyr 720. Now you can pick these up online. I'll throw the link up in the description. The price on these, $260. Alright, so let's get right into it. First things first, shout out to White Shoes, back in the building.
I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes.
White shoes,
My white shoes.
calm down. Now this video is going to be a little bit different than my usual reviews because I've been using these for about a month and I'm just going to give y'all my honest opinion on how they work and my experience with them. Now let me start off by saying this. If you watch my Skullcandy Aviator 900 video, at the end of the video, I told y'all that these headphones right here, literally, I mean literally changed my life. Now if you want to, you can stop the video right now, go to Skullcandy's website, and buy these, okay? There's very few products that I would put my name and YouTube reputation on the line. Diamond Box XL3, if you buy that Bluetooth speaker, that's the last Bluetooth speaker that you're gonna need. If you're having a party, 2 JBL Party Box Ultimates, the cops are coming to your house. If you're looking for the best active noise cancellation, Sony XM6. There's very few products that I would state my name and YouTube reputation on the line, and this is one of those products. You can pause the video right now and buy these. These are $260. If they was $300, I would say buy these. If they was $350, I would still say you need these. You need these. Now let me give y'all the full backstory behind this. Okay, like I said, this is gonna be a different kind of video. This is story time with Uncle Floss. Let's rewind the tape. Now this is not a sponsored video, okay? But shout out to Skullcandy. They sent me 2 headphones to review. These and these. So I got a box in the mail. I open it up. This is what it looks like. So as soon as I opened the box, I said, oh shit, the Skullcandy Aviator 900s. I love the look of these. I was so hyped. I couldn't wait to review these. And I went just like this. Now, this is a true story. I went just like this. My thumb was right here. I went like this. I said, okay, what's these? Oh, Skullcandy gaming headphones. Okay. Now, I had the Plyr headphones, a different set of Plyr headphones before, nothing special. So I'm thinking these are just some mid-range gaming headphones. I don't want to say cheap, but y'all know, there's probably some cheap Skullcandy gaming headphones. No big deal. I had Skullcandy gaming headphones in the past, nothing special. So I was like, okay, these ain't really nothing, but the Aviators, I was so hyped. Now this is June 9th. Keep in mind, my birthday was on June 11th. So June 9th, I sat down here to review these. And halfway through the video, y'all seen the problem I was having with the THX slider? It wasn't working. So I paused the video. I was like, damn, yo, as much as I love these, I love y'all more, okay? I love my audience more. I can't recommend a product that has a bug that doesn't really work. So I paused the video. I emailed Skullcandy. I said, I appreciate y'all sending me these headphones, but I'm having a problem. The THX slider is not working. Every time I put it to max, it shoots back down. And they said, look, we've been on Reddit. We've seen a few others had some issues with the THX slider. Some people had an issue when they put active noise cancellation on and turned the maximum volume. They was getting distortion. So that's 2 bugs that we're aware of. They said, look, Floss, give us about a week or 2. We're going to send out an update and fix those problems. I said, okay, cool. I'm going to put the video on ice. I'm not going to post it. Okay, I'm not going to post a video saying, okay, these are dope, but they broke. I said, I'll wait to see if y'all do a firmware update, and then I'll finish the video. This is June 9th. So I said, okay, cool. Now, keep in mind, my birthday is on June 11th. So after I finished that, I said, okay, I'm done with YouTube. I'm not shooting no YouTube videos. I'm not doing no more work. I'm not doing nothing. I'm in full vacation mode. So I hit my girl up. I said, look, you want to have a Mortal Kombat tournament right now? Let's pull out the Ninja Slushies. Let's make a few drinks. Let's play some Mortal Kombat online. And she was like, okay, bet. I'm going to be online in 1 hour. And she always says that. So what do? I said, I'm a little scumbag. So whenever we getting ready to have a fighting game tournament online, I got to go online about an hour in advance and warm up. I got to warm my buttons up. You know what I'm saying? I got to get a little practice in. So I said, okay, let me go get some practice in. So I turned on my PlayStation. I put on my favorite gaming headphones, the Sony Pulse. Okay, those are my favorite gaming headphones. So I put those on. I sit back in the chair, pour a little glass of Hennessy while my Ninja Slushie's running. And what happens? I get a little beep. my headphones battery's about to die. And I'm like, damn, I forgot to charge the headphones. Now, I don't want to sit right next to the PlayStation with a wire and the headphones. I got to be all up close to the TV. I was like, damn, man, I forgot to charge these up. So I said, you know what? Let me just try some other headphones. I looked over out the corner of my eye. I seen the Skullcandy headphones on the desk. I said, okay, I'm going to charge up my Sony headphones for an hour, and I'll use these in the meantime. So I just went just like this, opened them up. I was like, okay, let me see. I went just like this. This is a true story. I went just like this. I said, okay, these look cool. Now keep in mind, I threw that little sleeve out the way. I was like, okay, these look cool. They got a little microphone. I bet. As soon as I seen this, you see the little USB? Let me see if I can get that out of here. It's in there kind of good. It's in there kind of deep. Okay, there it is. I seen this. I said, okay, what that means is these are wireless. Okay, without reading a book or nothing, I said, okay, I'm going to plug these right into my PlayStation and try these out while my Sony Pulses are charging up. Let me tell you what happened. So I turned on the PlayStation, okay? Now, my PlayStation is on the home screen. Okay, you know where all your game library is at? So I plugged this into my PlayStation, just like this, boom. Took these out. Come on, Choose, calm down, bro. Messing up my story. Took these out, and I went just like this. Now, when I took them out, I said, okay, wait a minute. The build quality is kind of nice. I was like, the build quality is kind of nice, and I powered them up. Let me show you. I powered them up. And when I powered them up, I seen the little RGB lights. Now, my lights are, I'm going to dim the lights in a minute. I seen the little RGB lights. I said, okay, hold up. Now, keep in mind, I don't read the books. I said, okay, this got to be the mic right here. Let me plug this in. So I plug this in just like that, right? Hold up. Yeah, this is the mic right, okay, right here. I went just like this. So I plugged this in. I said, this got to be the mic. And it fit right in just like that. I was like, okay, good. And I picked up my controller. I didn't put them on my head yet. So I picked up my PlayStation remote, pressed the PS button in the middle. I went down. I seen the headphones were connected. So I said, okay, cool. So I connected the headphones. I sat back. I had 2 shots. I went just like this. I had 2 shots. I'm on my iPhone for a minute. I had another shot. I'm back on my iPhone. I put the headphones on my head. Okay? Now, I immediately thought this was volume. I thought this was the volume now. So I went just like this. I put it all the way up just like this. I grabbed my PlayStation. I pressed the button. And I activated Mortal Kombat 1. Now, anybody who has Mortal Kombat 1, y'all know how that game starts. Liu Kang is giving a little monologue, but first there's like an explosion. It's like, poof. And then Liu Kang is like, the hourglass of time. You know, Liu Kang starts his little speech. I swear on everything. I had these on my head. Now, keep in mind, I did not know that these were crushers. I didn't know it said crusher on the box. When that explosion went off, I almost fell out of my chair. And look, this is a true story. And if you don't believe me, take a set of Skullcandy crushers, all right? Any set of the Skullcandy Crusher Evos, put them on somebody's head and don't tell them what they are. Don't tell them what they are. Just be like, oh, listen to these headphones real quick. Put them on and put on Nipsey Hussle Blue Laces too. And when that bass hits, watch that person's face because they're not expecting it. If you hear a set of Skullcandy Crusher headphones and you're not expecting it, you're going to be in for a surprise. Bro, when I heard the bass on these, I was like, oh shit, what the? The best way to describe my reaction is, y'all ever had a new drink? Now, I like to drink Red Bulls, right? And y'all know Red Bull comes out in different flavors all the time. So Red Bull came out with the blueberry flavor. I never seen it before. So now this is years ago when they first came out with it, but I'm just giving y'all an idea. So you ever get a new drink? Mountain Dew come out, Cherry Surprise, Pepsi, new Pepsi, chocolate Pepsi. All right, so you want to try a new drink. You open it up, you take a sip, and if it's something that's delicious, what's the first thing you do? You look at the can, you like, holy shit, what's inside of here? Yep. Like, when I drink the Red Bull blueberry, I was like, oh my God. I look at the can like, what is this? I gotta remember this. I gotta get the top of this. I gotta show y'all. Check this out. When that bass hit and Liu Kang started talking, I jumped back in my chair. I was like, oh shit. I immediately picked up the box and I was like, what are these? And I seen the word crusher. I seen the word crusher. I said, hold on a second. You mean to tell me Skullcandy has crusher gaming headphones and I had them sitting on my desk for 3 days, 4 days, and I didn't try them? I was so mad at myself. I said, hold up. Then I start looking at all of this stuff. I'm like, wait a minute. I start reading the specs. I'm like, yo, hold up. Hold up. Now, keep in mind, this is before they came out. Like I said, I had these for a month, so I didn't know the price. I didn't know what Skullcandy was going to charge for these. Bro, I started playing Mortal Kombat. Now, keep in mind, my girl is getting ready to log on in 1 hour. So I'm sitting there for a full hour playing Mortal Kombat with maximum bass. Not only was the nipples like this, I damn near creamed on myself. I probably creamed on myself. Then my girl sent me a text. She said, "You online?" I said, "Yes." Send me send me the game request. So she sent me the request and then the chat request. Soon as she jumped on the chat request, I said, "Babe, my life has changed." She's like, "What happened?" I said, "I got these new headphones right now." When I'm talking about bass, immersion bass, we're gonna talk more about this in a minute. The bass on these is so ridiculous. And, when you listen to the Crusher Evos with music, it's different than gaming. All right, when you listen to your favorite song with Crusher bass, you know what to expect. But when you're gaming, especially a fighting game, I played a fighting game with these headphones on for 40 minutes straight. Bro, when I started talking to my girl, I had to turn the knob down for a minute. I had to turn the bass down for a minute and take a breath. Like, you're so immersed in these. It's crazy. But there's one thing. The mic. That would make it or break it for me. Now, look, when I game online, I usually only game with my girl. I don't really be gaming in group chats and all that with a bunch of dudes and all that. I only talk to my girl when I'm gaming online, and we talk for hours when we gaming. So y'all remember I had the Focus headphones? As dope as they sound, I was planning on retiring my Sony headphones and using the Focus headphones. But the mic. As soon as I put in the Focus headphones, I was like, okay, I love these. I plugged in the mic. I'm like, babe, what's up? She's like, yo, what headphones you using? I said, I got some new ones, these Focus headphones. These shits cost a grip. She was like, I don't like them. Your voice sounds terrible. She was like, I don't like them. Go back to the Sonys. I'm like, damn. And every set of headphones that I always try, different gaming headphones, the make it or break it thing for me is the mic. I'm like, babe, how do I sound? If she don't like it, I got to go back to the Sonys because the mic on the Sonys is perfect. So in the back of my mind, I'm like, please, in the name of God, please let the mic sound at least decent because I'm wearing these. Even if she would have said the mic sound like trash, I don't care. You're going to have to deal with it. But listen to this. I said, babe, how do I sound? She said, what headphones are those? I said, I'm using some Skullcandy headphones. She said, use those. From now on, use those. Bro, I fell back in the chair again. I said, babe, are you serious? I almost start shedding a tear. I said, are you serious? She said, these sound better than any headphones that you used yet. She said, matter of fact, it sounds like you're using regular Bluetooth headphones, like, AirPods or, the Sennheisers that I use all the time. She said, your voice sounds great with these. Use these from now on. I was like this. I turned the bass back up. I said, let's get it on. Let's get it on. And I started playing with these. And keep in mind, this is June 9th. These are the only headphones that I'm using for gaming for now on. And like I said, you could stop the video right now. I know I sound like I'm excited, but very few times on YouTube, I get a chance to share a product with y'all that I think that you need. There's certain products that, y'all remember the Diamondbox XL3? As much as I love that speaker, I know a lot of people not going to buy that because a lot of people not buying a $2,500 Bluetooth speaker. But the people that did, they understand why I was so hype about that speaker. Okay, that's a game-changing Bluetooth speaker, especially if you get the sub M2s to go with it and all that, the sub 8.0. That's a game-changing Bluetooth speaker. Same thing with the JBL Party Box Ultimate. Remember, I told y'all, if you put 2 of those in your living room and you have a party, 2 things are going to happen. Either your neighbors are going to ring the doorbell or the cops going to ring the doorbell. Those are real party speakers. JBL Party Box Ultimate, I would put my name and reputation on the line behind those. This is another product right here. If you buy these headphones, plug them into your PlayStation, your Xbox, your Nintendo Switch, whatever you use, and you put that bass all the way up. It is impossible. It is impossible for you not to smile. Okay, first of all, you're going to smile, but it's impossible for you not to have a great time. And don't have a drink. I know a lot of y'all like to smoke blunts and all that. I got glaucoma. I like to smoke a little bit too. Don't smoke a blunt and have a drink and put these on and play Call of Duty. Don't do that. Don't play Mortal Kombat with these on, okay? It's going to change. It's going to ruin you from every other set of gaming headphones that you got. Now, keep in mind, y'all remember I had the Razer headphones? I had the JBL headphones. This is not the first set of headphones that have vibration bass. This is not the first ones that I had. But these are the first ones that have the Crusher bass. And now let's talk about this bass for a minute. The bass on these, to me, is even better than the Crusher Evos. Why? Let me show you. Let me show you why. Now, after I started using them, okay, keep in mind, I was using them before Skullcandy even had them on the website, so I didn't know the specs or nothing. I'm like, why do these sound so damn good? Then when they finally released them, you see what it says, open back acoustics? That's the game changer, open back acoustics. Now, when you're wearing the Skullcandy Crusher Evos, right, or the Crusher ANCs, that bass is going to be vibrating on your head, but it's closed back. So it's like trapped right there. This is the best way I can explain it without using a whole bunch of, tech jargon. When you use the Skullcandy Crusher Evos, the bass is heavy, but it's trapped right here. These have an open back design, so the bass vibrates even more and it reverberates through your whole body. Does that make sense to y'all? The Crushers, the regular Crushers, the bass is like this, pounding on your head. These, when the bass vibrates, it seems like it spreads out. So it vibrates through your whole head, down your neck, through your shoulders. I am not exaggerating when I tell y'all, after using these for about an hour straight, and I take them off my head for a minute to pause, it feels like I was in a workout. It feels like I was in a workout. And, I play fighting games, so I like to, when you play fighting games, you move your body a lot, especially if you like me. I get hype. Whenever I take these off, it's like, whew. Or sometimes I'll be like, babe, give me like about 20 minutes. I'll be back on in 20 minutes. I got to take a break from these for a second. Now, keep in mind, you don't have to be a douchebag like me and have a maximum bass. You can turn the bass down some, but the fun is having the bass all the way up. All the way up. Now, if I sound like I'm too excited, it's because I am. I want y'all to experience what I'm experiencing. I want y'all to have the same amount of joy that I'm having, okay? And that's one of the things that I love about my channel. When I find dope stuff, I don't want to just gatekeep it. When I find a dope product, I want to share it with y'all. And, I'm not going to be, okay, these are great headphones. No, you need these. You need to try these. And this is one of those times that I don't know if they're going to sell them at Best Buy. Take a chance and buy them. If you don't like them, which you will definitely like them, but if you don't like them, take them back. This is one of those times you don't got to watch a whole bunch of YouTube videos. You don't got to go read a whole bunch of posts about these. This is Uncle Floss talking to you right now, okay? This is Uncle Floss talking to you right now. Pick these up. Now, keep in mind, I was using these for about a week straight without even taking a look at the app. Now, I want to show y'all something real quick. Let's just take it over to the actual website, because now I didn't even know some of this stuff was on there until later. Okay, so these are $260. Okay, so you got multi-sensory bass technology. You got THX. Spatial audio with head tracking, which I didn't even know about. Okay, I was just using them raw dog. You got the customizable EQ. Again, I wasn't even playing with the EQ settings. All I was doing was this. Now, I don't know if y'all can hear this. Let me see. Y'all hear this?
RPG mode, music mode, custom EQ mode, default mode.
I'm going to show you more. It's different. I was pressing this button and going through different EQ modes, but the default mode was just so dope. I was like, nah, I'm just leaving it on default. I actually listened to a little bit of music with it too. Crazy. And then open back design, okay? Open back acoustics, that kind of validated my opinion. I was like, yo, why do these sound better than the Crusher Evos and the Crusher 540s? Why do they sound better? It's because of the open back acoustics. You got dual wireless audio streaming, advanced personalization in the Skullcandy app. Now look at the additional features. You got ESP, okay, enhances spatial sound technologies. Let's basically go through the app, set up a little hearing test, get your personal sound. Bluetooth 5.3 and LE audio. Now what does LE audio mean? Low latency. These are gaming headphones. You need low latency, and there's literally no lag at all with these. Advanced customizable EQ via the Skullcandy app. You got a unidirectional boom mic, okay? Now, with the mic, you got a little mute button right here, and I was using that too because y'all seen some of my videos when I play against my girl in Mortal Kombat. She's actually very good, and she beats me occasionally, but when she beats me, I have to hit the mute button real quick, so especially when she do some cheesy shit. I'm like, fucking garbage ass, and I muted. I'm like, oh, that was a good game, babe. Fucking garbage spamming one move ass. Oh, that was a good move. That was good. That was a good game. The mute, you need that, right? So you can mute the mic, and the mic sounds great. You got side tone. You can hear more of your own voice. You got a game chat mix. Okay, multi-platform connectivity. So you can use this on PC, mobile, Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch. Okay, Bluetooth 5.3, LE audio, low latency, USB-A audio, charging cable 3.5. The battery life, 48 hours. Now keep in mind, I did not know the battery life on these. I did not know the battery life, but I know for sure I use them for 3 days straight. 3 gaming sessions straight. Without charging them up, and then I charge them up. I have no clue what the battery was, but now that I know it's 48 hours, that's pretty dope. Okay, 48 hours, and if you're using wireless, 38 hours. Ultra soft memory foam. Bro, when I first took them out of the box, you see this little piece right here? This little flap right here, this might not look like a big deal, but this just makes the headphones sit perfectly. I mean, it's ingenious. Now look, I know right now I am swinging on Skullcandy's nuts, but bro, if you're gonna swing on a product, this is a product right here. All right? If you're gonna be a nut gobbler, this is a product that you gotta gobble on right here. Okay, comfort. Look at the ear cups. Your whole ear is gonna be in there with that super bass, and it sounds open. The ear cups. The ear cups are one of like the keys to these headphones. Okay, so you got customizable fit with suspension headband. Okay, that's what it's called, the suspension headband. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Now let me show you something real quick. Let's take it over to the app. I want to show y'all this real quick. Okay, let me pull up the app. Hold up. Watch this. Let me get the Skullcandy app real quick. Okay. Now keep in mind, I got it paired up to my phone right now. Okay, I did it, and I did a little update. Oh, connecting. Okay, let me wait. Okay, there it is. Okay, so you can register your product. It shows your battery percentage. Now, keep in mind, this is the first day that I used the app. Okay, I haven't even used the app. You got the volume slider. Okay, you got the THX spatial audio. Now, this stuff you can do from the headphones, but you got the slider right here, and the slider works. You got head tracking. Now, personally, with gaming, I don't need the THX audio, but you can use it. The crusher bass. This is the crusher bass slider right here. I thought this was volume. This is not volume. This is the bass. The volume is here. Hold on, let me show you. The volume is right here. Okay? This is the EQ. This is power. Yeah, okay. So the volume is here. Let me show you something else. Watch this. You got the crusher bass boost. So not only do you have maximum bass slider, then you got crusher bass boost, and of course you got to leave that on. Side tone, hear more of your voice. Now personally, I don't really care about that, but if you turn that on, you can hear more of your voice. I don't really care because I'll be yelling. Your ESP, okay, do the little sound test, and watch this. This is the EQ. You see, music. Hold up, let me see. It said RPG. Custom EQ. Now, I don't know. Let me show you. It's not sliding on the app at the same time, but you see you got FPS mode. You got default. Now, the default mode is crazy. The default mode vibrates like crazy. Let me see. This is custom, and you can edit. Okay. Now, you can have a bunch of different customs. Let me show you. Here's another custom. All right, so you can have custom like this. Now, this is the one I had. I had it just like this, right? That's a custom. Then you can have another custom. So every time you hit this custom button, it's going to cycle between different EQs. Now, it's not, let me see if let me put them on real quick. Hold up, let me see. Okay, it said FPS mode, RPG mode, music mode, custom EQ mode. Okay, so it's not cycling with the app at the same time, but when you press that button, it's going to cycle between all of those. Now you do have LED control. Now I don't know if y'all can see this or not. Let me click the lights real quick. I don't know if y'all can see this, but inside you see you got RGB lights. You see that? And on the outside you can see a little bit. It's kind of hard to see. All right, so I just turned off all of the lights real quick just so you can see how the RGBs look a little bit better. Here's green. Okay, there's green. Let's do blue, purple, okay, light green. And if you look on the back, you can see like through these lines on the side, and you can kind of see through the ear cups. All right, so not the super bright RGBs, but you can actually see them. All right, so you see right now I got it on green. So basically, if you want to change it, say I want to do red, then you have to hit the button for customize. And it'll take a second, and then it'll change red. You see now it just changed red. Okay, so let's go back to green, or let's do this color right here. Hit customize, and it changed again. You got your game chat mix, okay? Your mic gain, okay? And multi-point pairing. Okay, so fully functional app. Now on the headphones, you got your power button. This is also your Bluetooth pairing. You got your volume up and down, skip and reverse tracks. Okay? You see like forward for skip, back for reverse, volume up and down. And if you press the button in the middle, listen closely.
Custom EQ mode.
Custom EQ.
Default mode.
Default mode.
FPS mode.
FPS.
RPG mode.
RPG.
Music mode.
Music.
Custom EQ.
Let me go back to default.
Default mode.
Default mode. Okay? And on this side, this is the crusher, the crusher bass, and that's your custom button right there. Now watch this. I'm gonna play some music. Let's go to YouTube Music. Let's play something that's non-copyright. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Here's my nephew's joint. Get maximum volume. Hold up. Watch this. Do you hear the table vibrating? Do you hear that?
Grab the weapon for you. I was front line, I was repping for you.
Now, it's hard, bro. Did y'all hear that vibration? Bro, this is insane. The whole, you can feel the table vibrating. Y'all hear this?
I might pull up in 650s with silly options. What's the mathematics?
Bro, you hear that? This is insane. Bro. Now, imagine that. Imagine you playing, and look, I just started playing Call of Duty. Now, I don't really like Call of Duty like that, but I am getting into Call of Duty Zombies. I was playing Call of Duty Zombie mode. I'm telling you, by the end of my gaming session, my face was hurting from smiling and having fun. You know, and this is what these headphones is all about. It's all about having fun. You would be hard pressed to find a more fun pair of headphones. Now let me see what else it came in the box. You see, I didn't even look in the box. Let's see, it came with the 3.5 audio and a USB Type C. Okay, I just been charging it raw dog, and this is gonna be, let's see. Oh, usual books and shit. Oh, so some Skullcandy troll stickers. Okay. Oh, I like that. Of course, I never read the book. You know what I'm saying? But, bro, let me wrap this video up. Like I said, now, hit me up in the comments and let me know if y'all like these kind of videos where... And the reason I wanted to get this out the way is because we got the Oppo Reno 14 Pro. We got the new Vivo Fold. We got the Galaxies, the Nothing phone. We got the the B&O headphones. We got the new Focus headphones. We got a few slushy machines. We got a whole bunch of products for the next 2 weeks, and I'm leaving for another vacation. It is what it is. I'm leaving for another vacation in about 11 days. So I'm basically going to be busy every single day. I didn't want these to fall through the crack. I didn't want to forget about these. So I wanted to get these out there, as get this video out there for everybody who's been asking me, like, should you buy these? Yes. Okay. The answer is yes. Please. Okay. Now, again, I'm not getting no money for this video. I'm not getting no commission for the sales or nothing like that. If you respect my opinion, if you're a heavy gamer and you want the most immersive and fun experience. Now, imagine, y'all know the bass vest, the Wooger vest. I got one of those too. I can't find I don't remember where I put it at. But I was thinking about this weekend pulling that out. The vest and this, that might be overkill. These alone, I'm telling you, man, these alone, the driving games, bro. I was playing Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit, driving games, the engine rumbling. Any game that you play is just going to sound so much better with these on, and it's just going to be so much more fun. That's the key word, fun. These are the most fun headphones that I've ever used. Way more fun than the JBLs that vibrated, because they didn't vibrate as much as this. The Razer ones, they didn't vibrate as much as this. This has the maximum vibration. Again, watch this. Watch this part of the song with the bass drop. Watch this. Listen. That's all bass. Bro. Now, one day I was gaming with these on, and as soon as I finished gaming, I just unplugged this from the PlayStation, paired it up to my phone, and I was just listening to music. You're going to love these for listening to music. Pop out the mic. These are great for just listening to music. Shout out to Skullcandy, okay? 2025. Like I said, I had a tumultuous relationship with Skullcandy in the past. I felt like a lot of the products was like more like designed for little kids and more like designed for like budget or really mid-range to basically budget products. But 2025, Skullcandy is stepping their game up. They're raising the price for a few products like these. I don't even mind that. I would prefer to have, I prefer to pay a little bit more money to have this kind of quality. Skullcandy is killing 2025. Again, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give these a major go. This a quad major. Now, borderline, a matter of fact, I'm lying. Let me say that again. This is a major go. This is a Cinco de Major, okay? Now, y'all only heard me say that maybe twice. Y'all remember the DVLA, the little DVLA speaker? Whew, the DVLA, I think it was the Gemini, not the Gemini, the DVLA, I forgot the name of that one, the little bass speaker. Bro, that was a Cinco de Major. The Diamond Box XL3, Cinco de Major. This is a Cinco de Major right here. And when you hear me say more than 3 majors, that means stop the video, buy these, and then come back to the comment section. Anybody, and I challenge y'all. I challenge anybody who's watching this video who actually heard these before, knows somebody who has them, or bought them themselves. Please leave a comment and let everybody know that I am not just a hype beast. I'm not overselling these. Come back in the comment section after you get yours and let everybody know how much fun you're having with these headphones. Anyway, Skullcandy, Plyr, Crusher Plyr 720s, okay? Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about these. And also, let me know if y'all want to see more of these kind of videos where I just give y'all a full story and, full experience instead of my usual review where we break down everything and test everything. Let me know if y'all like that too. If not, I could have reviewed these the way I normally do shit, but I felt like I was too hyped. I felt like I had a lot to say on this one. So it is what it is. Anyway, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. Shout out to everybody rocking with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to all the Google gangsters. I see y'all holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Boxer. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with me on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I'm at full time, 100% full throttle. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with the new stream on Sundays. Y'all already know. Stream gangsters on deck. Get your drinks ready. No meat boys allowed. Oh yeah. Special shout out to everybody following me on Snapchat. Flossy_Carter. That's where I'm at. And a special shout out to the notification squad. I see y'all in the comment section early. Hashtag salute. Oh yeah, one more thing. I almost forgot. Fellas, ladies, say it with me. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, close your eyes and picture me rolling. It's your boy Floss, I'm out. Deuces.
Enterprise. Spock here.
Spock won the beam up. Energize.
Hey guys, Jerry Springer here. Subscribe to Flossy Carter for the real reviews. He has a tech channel on YouTube, and he already has over 2 million subscribers, so give him a look. You may like it, and it could be very useful. Take care of yourself and each other.